Sup, bro?
What's up, bro?
And welcome everybody to the show. This is Peliculas with the Bros. My name is Adrian.
My name is Ivan.
And Peliculas with the Bros is a show where me and my brother Ivan discuss a movie every week. We discuss a new movie. Ivan, what's the movie of the week?
I honestly don't remember the name.
The Killer.
Was it really that?
Yeah.
That's
Bloody simple.
too
Bloody simple? Bloody hell, Harry.
bloody hell, Harry.
But before we get to that, thank
Yeah.
you for listening. Thank you for watching. This is a podcast where me and my brother Ivan discuss a movie. Like I said, every week we discuss a new movie. So if you like that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, podcast. Also, we're a YouTube show, so go to youtube.com. Look us up there, Peliculas with the Bros. Hit the subscribe button. Right there, you can leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the movie The Killer. Also, give us a thumbs up. That helps. I just thought of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
Ivan.
if after that, like, we just... That'd be hilarious.
Like we forgot this whole time to recommend the thumbs
yeah.
up, and they never did it.
Yeah, and that was the one thing we never did.
That would be a shame.
That'd be funny.
3 years, at least.
It humbles us, I think. I mean, it's not going to happen, so...
Saying talking about the thumbs up, I've been really generous with clicking on the thumbs up lately,
Mm.
and I do it with so much intention.
There you go.
Yeah, not even it's like
Enjoy that.
no. It's like fuck yeah.
Earned. You earned that.
Ivan, before we move on to The Killer,
Yeah.
last thoughts on last week's film, Priscilla.
A very nice movie. Just all around, obviously horrible.
No, it's a great story.
Yeah, but it was a good movie.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's a movie that it's kind of understated.
Yeah.
But we don't watch that many dramas that are just like, this is a drama, it tells a story, and it's a good story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes we just like basic films.
Right.
And that was good.
Yep.
But Ivan, are you ready to live a life of patience, of preparation, a life of cold, calculated decisions with no empathy?
Sure.
All right. Well, the movie this week will fit your boat because that movie is The Killer, written by Andrew Kevin Walker, directed by... He forgot his name.
David Fincher.
Oh, there it is. The premise of this movie: the killer is cold and calculated at his job until one day he isn't, leading to a domino effect that threatens the life he so delicately built for himself.
Right.
Ivan with the cast of Michael Fassbender as the killer, Tilda Swinton as the expert, Charles Parnell as the lawyer, Arliss Howard as the client. There's other people in here. It doesn't really matter. Ivan, how the sausage was made. I don't have much here. I have one thing. This movie is based off a French comic book.
Oh, okay.
And Fincher read it, liked it. He said, I'm going to make a movie. 20 years later, basically, he makes a movie.
Oh, wow.
David Fincher, Ivan, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Big as the what? Big as the what? What is that?
Cardi?
No. Oh, okay, I can see that. I thought you meant Cardi B. I was like, you son of a gun.
No, Carti.
Big as the Super Bowl. Jeez, you haven't listened to the
No.
Drake album in a minute,
Oh.
did ya?
I only listened to it once.
Shine 'em in daylight. Shine 'em in daylight.
I don't remember a single song off that album.
I listened to it while I work out. I like it enough.
Oh. I kind of just, when I heard it, I was like, well, so this is it. This is how he's going out.
You know what? No, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Ivan, Fincher.
Hmm.
Auteur?
Not anymore.
Damn.
Upgraded. He's a director now.
Oh, my God. Okay, his films are as follows: Alien 3, 7, The Game, Fight Club, Panic Room, Zodiac, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, The Social Network, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Gone Girl, Mank, The Killer. Out of those movies, Ivan... Oh, also,
Mindhunter.
TV shows. Mindhunter, House of Cards.
Oh, yeah.
Ivan, what is your Fincher relationship? Go.
I always really liked him.
Good guy.
Yeah. But I think it was because of the scripts, not really him. But I think he also knew how to pick scripts. Past tense.
Oh, got him. Sick
Uh,
burn.
yeah. I mean, he's still good. I like him.
Okay. Favorite stuff of his.
Social Network, Mindhunter. That's pretty much cream of the crop right there. Benjamin Button.
Really?
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
I need to rewatch that. For me, same except for Benjamin because I haven't seen it in a while. I really like Gone Girl when I first saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's just not my type. It was a little too kind of never want to date anyone. Ever.
Okay, so Fincher, what is he known for? He's known for doing movies about weird, crazy, sick, mentally weird people.
Yes.
Ends up being dark films sometimes, tone wise.
Mm.
As a director, he's known to be demanding. Give me 100 takes of you saying yes the correct way, type of thing, just to get things right. So he's a perfectionist.
Okay.
As far as his movies go, it's interesting that like when I think of Fincher, I'm like, dang, I love his movies, and then I saw the filmography, I'm like, well, I guess I don't love his movies that much.
I think I just really, really liked Mindhunter and Social Network a lot.
Yeah.
So I think it was like,
recency bias.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. But yes, we really like Mindhunter. We were big Mindhunter fans, even though that show is literally like the darkest show you can watch.
Chef's kiss.
Watch it before I go to sleep every night. Ivan, enough about Fincher. What did you think of The Killer?
It is good.
Okay. Why was it good?
Because it's a movie made by a director.
Who has a
Script.
in his
Hands.
with no
Talent. Oh.
I like the movie.
Yeah.
When I was watching it, the first 20 minutes threw me off. I kind of thought it was going to suck because it was just our boy Fassbender doing a voiceover. And I'm like, this movie is very interesting. I think it might really suck, and it might be his first sucky film.
Mm-hmm.
But as it continues, as it kind of lulls you to sleep almost in the first 20 minutes, the action ramps up.
Mm-hmm.
He controls you like a pirouette ballerina dancer on a fiddle. Not even a fiddle, on a string. I was trying to have a good verbiage there, but it didn't work out. Anyways, that first 20 minutes kind of like, it lulled me, and then it woke me back up, you know?
Right.
And from there on, it became kind of like a nice little action film thriller.
Yes.
And it threw me by surprise.
Yep.
And I liked it. Like, I liked the concise nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
What did you like or not like about this film?
I mean, I liked it, but it was super. If it was basic, I felt like this would have been an amazing movie in the 80s. I think my favorite part was the intro at the start, like it was like a gun cocking, and then the editing made it like flow away, like it was weird to describe. But rewatch it first like minute, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I haven't seen that before, so I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Gotcha.
And then it wasn't really as interesting. Like it was still interesting, but like the whole time it was like I wasn't really getting anything out of it. Just like, is this guy gonna get his comeuppance for being a psychopath? Like what's the value message that Finchie is gonna tell me?
That's a good point that you bring up, and it's an interesting take that when you saw it, you felt like a really basic, almost. You saw like the plot for what it was, you know, like a really basic plot, and the message didn't really hit home, which
it didn't really have a message.
And I guess that's what I want to talk about. Like in the film, Fassbender plays an assassin, right? And in that first 20-minute scene, all he talks about is how good he is and how good you have to be to be an assassin, right?
Yeah.
And the way he speaks is very basic, like you have to be smart. Don't leave any traces. Like very the the way he says it too, it's almost like a mantra, you know. Um, and he ends up missing another part. Sorry, and this is more important. Um, that part of that mantra, part of that dialogue is like you have to like life, kind of like a nihilistic take on life, right?
Yeah.
Like life is just life. No, there's no good. There's no evil.
Yeah. Like when that happened, I was like, oh, so they're kind of setting him up to realize that's not true. I thought that's where he was going. And I mean, that's kind of like a happy ending, I guess.
Do you think it did go that way? Jumping to the end and like that final piece of dialogue?
No,
Because
he should have died, honestly.
but what is the mess, like that last line he says, like you have to do this, you have to do that, unless you're like everyone else, just like me.
He said that?
Something like that. Like I'm completely
Right.
butchering it.
Well,
And I think like the message is like in the whole movie, he was just like, I'm the killer, I'm a badass, I need to do this, I need to do that. But then like at the very end, he's like chilling by a beach, having a good time, and he's like, I guess I'm just like everyone else. You know?
oh, I didn't really pay attention hard enough, I
Okay.
guess.
That's fair.
But like, I mean, at the end, I saw his eye twitch, and I think that was like the wink that there's gonna be a sequel. That's when I was like, that's like Jason Bourne sort of deal.
Do you think
I don't
that's what
think
you
there is
felt?
gonna be one.
Okay.
But I think that's the vibe. Like that little
Interesting.
thing is like, oh, unsaid business. Like that little twitch.
Oh,
There's something else going on.
right. Like I'm not.
Yeah, settled.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of Jason Bourne because like, I think at the end of each movie, like they think he's dead. Like I remember one scene where he's like in the water floating, pauses, and then he starts moving and the Jason Bourne music starts playing. Like, oh, he's alive. There's a sequel. And it was like that same thing.
Can I just say,
Huh.
those Jason Bourne movies were amazing.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know why they were so good. Like, they're probably not that good. I don't know why was those movies so good. Just like in Europe, killing people, escape. Like,
I mean, this was pretty close to that. It's just this guy was unlikable. Maybe that's my issue.
yeah,
But also, Jason Bourne was a good guy. He was, I think,
yeah,
he was just wronged and wanted to figure out why he was wronged.
yes.
This guy was just. I don't think I was ever on his side.
Okay, let's talk about this guy, Fassbender. He's like we said, an assassin, nihilistic take on life. He's actually a bad guy. He kills people for money. And I see a through line though, because all he talks about is how good he has to be, like I already mentioned, like precise, methodical, blah blah blah. And those same words could be said about the director,
Right.
right?
So
So
he's
like,
a psychopath.
yeah, like a guy who's very demanding, who wants things specific ways, who takes a lot of, who does a lot of takes, blah blah blah. He's part of every process, editing, marketing, blah 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 blah. And I think there's a through line, right? Like maybe Fincher read the book and he's like, I see myself in the killer. Like this guy, all he talks about is how good he has to be, and at the end, all he really wants is just like some chill time, theoretically. Safety. And maybe that's what Fincher's saying is like all this, my whole life I've been this kind of badass, cold, calculated motherfucker. And now at the ripe age of 60, whatever,
Right.
maybe I need to chill a little bit.
But if that's the message, I don't think, because that wink at the end or that twitch at the end signifies that he didn't grasp that, or he just was not. He's incapable of resting. I think.
But maybe that's the message too, right?
Yeah.
Like he sees it, he knows he has to do it, but even it's still hard for him.
Yeah. I like the monologue or the joke Tilda Swinton did with the bear.
Yeah.
I was like, where is this going?
I've heard of that before.
I've never heard the story.
I think I've heard of it, but yeah, it was a good joke.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's funny. I like that.
What'd you think about good old Tildy?
She was good. I think any actress could have probably done that role. I think underused. I don't know why they had to get her. Maybe
it just
to sell.
adds star power.
Yeah, but if you're an auteur, do you need star power?
Well, it's an interesting point, and I think it relates to like his perfectionism and maybe his lack of perfectionism in this film, where I feel like a lot of the other actors are very like Netflix type of actors,
Yeah.
where I'm like, who is this guy? He's kind of not a good actor. I'm thinking specifically about the taxi driver.
Oh,
Like that scene stood out as like it just seemed
they all seemed like
weird.
they weren't part of the movie, or they weren't. They didn't. None of them blended into the movie. They were
Correct.
just like, there's a character, and then world around them. We're like flowers of the whatever.
Because of the flower moon.
Yeah, like they all blended with the movie.
Yes.
Like they didn't feel disconnected, but disconnected. Maybe that's part of it too. I mean, at what point, like, am I just saving this man's life?
It's like every negative thing. Like actually, that's the point.
Maybe it was his intention.
But what I see too, I wasn't actually going that way. I was more going like, all of the other actors kind of feel out of place, and maybe that's him just like finally letting go. Him being like, who cares? Let's like shoot this fast. Let's get this done. I don't know how long it took to shoot this film, but
I'm hoping this is like, I think you mentioned it last week, like getting out of the Netflix contract. I don't know. If you're getting funded to make whatever you want, do you care too much about the platform? Like I don't know. I guess maybe you do.
yeah, I don't know. Like
Guess
this movie's going to be seen more than most of his other films. But even his other films actually were super popular. Yeah, I don't know.
He needs an HBO show. Like get HBO, Aaron Sorkin's show, Social Network 2, the series. What are we doing?
But it's going to be X. Twitter to
Oh.
X.
With Elon Musk type?
Yeah.
I would watch that. That would be funny.
Okay. My question too is like that whole time how he was talking about how perfect of a assassin he is, and then the one time we see him actually try to perform an assassination, he misses. It makes me think, did he miss on purpose? Or is it an unreliable narrator?
I think it's like catching up to him. Like he wants to say like he has no feelings towards this, but it like kills him in the soul, and he doesn't. It's like bubbling out. You can't avoid it. That sort of deal.
Yep.
I think. Maybe I'm just saving David some face right now.
Okay, I'm scared for your rating. There's a lot of emphasis on like the technology the killer uses in the film, whether it's things he buys on Amazon, using Uber Eats to break into a place.
I like those aspects.
And it kind of is scary, right? Like he's like, I can basically be watching this film, you're an assassin.
Yeah.
Like I will give you the blueprint to be an assassin. Crazy, huh? How technology helps.
Yeah.
But also there's how he said too, it's like it's hard because of all the cameras and stuff.
Yeah. But it's like that theme of safety he was talking about. Like we have all these things now, but in the end, the stupidest flaws are going to get us.
Yes.
You're welcome. I'm
saving him. Keep saving him. I mean, you might bump up your grade as you
I might
keep
lower
talking
it.
about.
I'm going to bump up my own grade for myself after
Jesus
this.
Christ. I'm a better person after this. Ivan, I couldn't help as I watched this film, specifically the first half, where I'm like, I think Ivan has a similar lifestyle ambition as the killer.
Kill people?
No, lifestyle. Like not
like
work.
retire at the beach?
No. Like he does his yoga, like his perfect yoga. It looks like he goes to Equinox. He eats for
get off Wall Street, go to Equinox. It's 4 a.m.
He eats for efficiency.
Right.
Like that big. He throws away the bread from 2 McDonald's burgers and just eats the meat. This is you, Ivan.
Oh no!
Did
No
you not
wonder I
realize?
hate it. I was seeing me the whole time.
Kind of. He's like stoic.
Right.
Knows how like his He has like a uniform. Come on, Ivan.
Yeah, that's me.
I knew it.
Now what?
The fight scenes. What'd you think?
Don't really remember them. Kind of over fight scenes.
True, but he actually did a good fight scene.
I liked it when he got the wood in his butt. That's when I was like, that's hilarious. That's what I want to see.
I I felt so much impact in
Mel
that
Mel
scene.
Brookian type of comedy. Continue. I'm sorry.
Damn you. That fight scene was so brutal,
Mm.
and like you felt how strong the other guy was.
Yeah, I just generally don't care about fight anymore.
Fair. You're becoming a pacifist.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Go watch. What film is a good dig at you?
For pacifism,
Yeah.
none these days. Captain Marvel.
Ooh, dig at
Whatever
Captain
that
Marvel.
means.
Dang, shout out the women.
Yes.
The music.
I hated it.
I mean, this isn't your movie.
I think everything was just getting on my nerves for this movie. It's just like, I think because it was so basic, not bad, but like I've seen it before. Like it reminded me of Baby Driver whenever he put on the like that's the first time I saw that, and that was done I think like super well.
Yeah.
This was just like a shittier version of that.
I think. Wait, why was it worse?
Because I mean, in Baby Driver, like part of the theme, I don't think that's the right word, but like whenever he put it on, you're like, it's starting.
It's go time.
It's we're going.
Yep.
This one is like put it on, and then like I guess it's go time, and then it cuts out because it's like not into his ear anymore, and then like going back, it didn't really play the whole song.
So okay, I have opposing. Not a. This is Devil's Advocate,
Okay.
and I've heard of this from a different podcast, so I'm not taking credit for it. The take is he meant to do that.
So what I've been saying, you can't use my own Devil's Advocate.
Well, he did that because he's like I said, he's a control freak, and he wants you to feel he wants to control you, and he knows that you want to listen to that song.
I don't like that.
And he's like, "You want to listen to the song? You pervert!" And he switches it.
I don't believe that one.
Why?
I'd rather just listen to the dang song. You
Yeah,
piece of poop.
I know you would, but he's like, because okay, this goes back to like his other films too, where like the Fight Club or Fight Club, where the message is society is kind of fucked up, and we're all kind of robots in a way, and he wants to show how much of a robot you are. Like, I'm playing the song. Oh, you want to listen to the song, huh?
Right. I don't agree with this on a philosophical level.
'Kay.
Even if he did this on purpose.
Okay, go.
It's where's this going in my head?
You want fun?
No.
How dare you not? How dare you tease me?
No.
Okay.
Hold on. It's not a quote. It's there's some. It's I've read this somewhere or seen it somewhere, where it's like these three people are making
The bear?
no. Like okay. I'll go to comedy because I think
Go to comedy.
like my least favorite comedy is. I mean, I do this, but when I hate it when they only do this when they're purposefully unfunny to be funny, and that like there's a place to be unfunny, like when you're trying to be super corny, there's like funniness with that, but when they're like almost like negative with their comedy, they're purposely bad, like well, you didn't expect that punchline, did you? But they mean it sincerely, not in a like corny way, like not in a ironic way.
I know what you're saying, but give me an example, like a concrete example, or just like make a scene that does that.
I just see it with like people sometimes
Okay.
where they
Like dad jokes?
no, because that has its place.
This is very specific then.
It's when they don't have confidence in their humor, so they're like, let me just be as unfunny as possible, so I can show you like I don't care about being funny. I'm like I'm so unfunny. But it's coming from a place of no confidence, not because they're.
So how would that work in a conversation between Like two brothers, right? Or not
Yeah.
even two brothers, right? Because it would be someone who has no confidence.
Right.
So it'd be
I guess it works better with strangers because you could kind of be stupid with people, you know. But maybe
like a random guy at Target. He drops something.
it's tough because it's, I don't know, like making a bad joke on the spot.
So you make a bad joke, but you do it because like you have no.
I guess like self-deprecating to like, I guess nobody wants to be my friend.
Oh, okay. So there's like a cartoonist. Let me try to help. Maybe this helps. There's a cartoonist who's like extreme. Like his drawings are just freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
Like precision drawings and unique, right?
Mm.
And then whenever he gets complimented, he's like, "Oh god, like, they're not really that good." But is it like that?
He does that.
Yeah.
What a nerd. I guess that's in the same vein. What was the original? Let me.
That you don't like that Fincher is teasing us.
Oh, it was with the music, like instead of like denying us this, instead of like being unfunny, like how about let's just be funny? If you already know to not do it, how about we just? I guess it is like I want fun.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So you don't want, someone is trying to be
if that's
manipulation.
if he's doing that on purpose, like I'd rather him just make. How about you just? Why don't we just be funny?
I think you're okay with manipulation, like a not what is that thing when they
Subversion.
subvert? Yeah,
Okay.
I think you're okay with that as long as the intention is good. But if they're
Right.
doing
Well, Knives Out, I think that was my problem with it too. A part of it where like it felt like it was when they were talking to the audience like we were stupid, or the whole concept is stupid. When he was having like that monologue, like it's so simple. Like we were just too smart to realize this guy's an idiot.
yeah.
And I'd have to kind of rewatch it, I guess. But I didn't like that because it felt like
I think I know what you're saying, but you need to find that message of what that feeling is, because I know what you mean too. Like it is ultimately, let's just have some fun, guys,
right.
and don't be almost like you're being a dick to the audience.
Right.
When
Yeah.
when it's a form of entertainment,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yes. Like instead of making a mean joke, how about we just do nice jokes?
Yeah, and that's like
super simplifying.
and that's why you that's why you said like morally or whatever, that you disagree with that take.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That was long-winded, but I'm glad we worked through that. And I think I kind of agree with that, because while I watched it, I did want to hear the music too.
Mhm.
Like
But that's
I said,
if he did that with that reasoning.
that is, but I mean, he's such a calculated guy. You would think that
But I
he's
feel
not,
like it's just like not even he's not trying to do a message with that. It was just interesting editing he's trying. Like
that's possible.
music. Well, let's cut to what they're doing. Music's gone. And that's the whole logic. It wasn't like a whole symbolism sort of deal.
One thing that this conversation and listening to the podcast that I was talking about makes me think is like how knowing the filmography of the director affects the flavor of the movie, how you like a movie, right? Like those guys love the movie because they're so obsessed with Fincher, and they know everything about him, you know? And when you do that and you watch a film, you're like, you're trying to see all the meta connections between the director, specifically if it's an auteur, the director and the movie.
Right.
And that makes you think about the movie in so many different kind of ways than if you were just watching a film cold turkey.
Cursed by knowledge.
Yes. But almost, they're not cursed by knowledge because they like the movie better. You're cursed by being ignorant.
You're cursed by being a gosh dang idiot. You stupid idiot.
But isn't that crazy that it's almost not how movies should be. Like, shouldn't we watch films
as they are.
as they are? It's almost
I
like the
think it's
Marvel thing.
a
Like,
modern problem.
you have to watch 20 Marvel films,
Uh huh.
and they complain about the same. Like these guys, they complain about the same thing, and what I complain about the same thing. Like, I don't want to watch 20 Marvel things to get this movie, but do I need to watch 10 of Fincher's films to really love this film?
No. No.
It's just an interesting like idea. Like, yes, this movie could be to me. This movie is good without the Fincher stuff, like the meta-ness.
Yeah.
But once you add the layer of Fincher meta-ness, it becomes a little better to me.
Right.
That knowledge, right?
Yes.
And I think that is just an interesting thing with art in general. Long-winded, but there it is. Ivan, what do you want Fincher next to do? The HBO
Want to retire.
retire. Okay.
But first do the HBO Social Network too.
What if he does? Let's go a little different. What if Fincher does a comedy?
I just I want these directors to do something different. Oh, like different, like really get out there.
Guys, be different.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I would like to see a Fincher comedy. One could say Social Network is pretty close to a comedy
Yeah.
because it's lighter.
Yeah. I think that's what I mean by different though. Like Social Network is pretty different. Like it still has the theme of like the outcast crazy person, but it's in a different like realm of everything. It's not like
Good point.
killers killing people.
Zodiac.
Yeah.
You like Zodiac?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering. Yes,
But-
that's a good point.
Like that's what I mean, but I don't mean like he has to do some anime K-pop drama.
I mean,
I would want that still, but
K-pop.
he doesn't have to.
I'm a big K-pop fan now.
I can tell.
I'll tell you about it later. Ivan, let's rate this film. Out of 5 Desert Eagles?
Sure.
Nah,
You know what? This was a lot like Fincher John Wick too,
it was.
which is another reason I didn't like it.
I take that.
Yeah.
And another thing. Out of 5 Pitbulls, how many Pitbulls is this film?
3.75.
That's amazing. I need to see what movies you gave it for and like, you like this movie?
Priscilla was 4.
Priscilla. I gave this film a 4.25 out of 5 Pitbulls. So it's
I would say technically, sure.
technically, sure.
Technically?
I did it. It's like in my, I think it's 10th on my best films of the year.
'Kay.
We'll get to that. Oh, we're close. One more month. Holy shit. Ivan, the next movie is, I have 5 options for you. Actually, 4.
I want to hear the 5th.
4th.
I want to hear the 5th.
I don't have a 5th.
Oh.
You bastard.
Not bad.
We can either do, there's 2 themes, right? One theme is a new movie that just came out. Easy. The other theme is Thanksgiving. Do you want to blind pick one of those and then pick the 2? There's 2 movies in each category.
I want to hear all of them.
Okay.
I need options.
Let's go 1 and 1
Okay.
and then 1 and 1.
Quit playing with me.
On the new movie category, we have Next Goal Wins, your boy Tiki Waititi.
No.
Don't say anything. You kill
Okay.
it. On the Thanksgiving option, we have Adam's Family Values, a classic Thanksgiving movie. Don't say anything. Hold it in. On the new movie side, last one, The Hunger Games. Whatever, Songbird, whatever that movie is. And on the Thanksgiving side, last Thanksgiving film, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Fox.
Fox?
Yes.
Fantastic Mr. Fox it is for next week's film. I was looking up Thanksgiving films. We did Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. That would have been my pick, but we already did that podcast
Right.
with John Hughes. Great movie.
Hmm.
Kind of sad you didn't pick Adam's Family Values.
It's because I saw it, like parts of it at work.
That would
So I was like, I don't really want to watch the whole thing.
Have you seen it before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's just like I saw huge chunks and then I don't really want to rewatch it.
That's true.
And it wouldn't be good to, it's just not the right pick.
Have you ever seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Yeah. but a long time ago.
I've never seen it.
It's good.
Damn you. You weren't supposed to say that.
That's bad. Well, I mean, it's a known thing that it's good, I think.
Ivan.
Apologies.
It's all right. Ivan, it's time for a section called
Things and such.
Last Sunday I was writing Euphoria. Is that the right word? I don't know. Think about the show. I was writing a high when my team, Chelsea, played Manchester City, the best team in the world, and became a game of the year by many people's accounts.
Okay.
When the game ended 4-4.
Okay.
You don't really hear. I know you don't get it, but 4-4 is a big.
It's a bloodbath.
It's a bloodbath.
Okay.
Lots of highs and lows, lots of craziness. But yeah,
All right.
loved all 90 minutes of it, 90 plus. Ivan, I had epiphany.
Huh.
Things and such is a subject where we talk about random shit. So if you like random shit, keep listening. Epiphany is I love pop music.
You just had this?
Yes. I mean, I knew it, but it's like one of those like, all right, Adrian's core values. He loves pop music.
Right. Okay.
And I think back about my musical journey. NSYNC.
Okay.
Shout out to them. Britney Spears. Come on.
Hmm.
It's Britney, bitch.
Oh,
Gotta.
you're not Britney.
Ringtone rap.
Yeah.
Like that was in high school.
Dun, dun,
Oh.
dun, dun, dun,
You should have seen me just
dun, dun, dun.
in the
dun,
high
dun.
school courtyard.
Completely alone.
During like nighttime.
I'm picturing you at like the pep rally. That playing like loud as possible. Everyone's like, you're boom.
Ringtone rap was really my jam, even though all the old heads hated it and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, I listened to all kinds of rap in high school, but what really, like, got me hyped was, like, ringtone rap.
Right.
And then Lil Wayne for, like, 5 years was my guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drake.
Right.
And Drake has kind of been my guy since since college, basically. And then, like, Taylor Swift happened. She changed my life, man. She changed my damn life.
Okay.
And like I listened to her good songs that I like. I'm like pop smashes, right?
Yeah.
And then I started listening to this guy named Jungkook. He's
Oh yeah.
the
K-pop.
BTS guy. He came out with an album, and I kind of hate his whole album except for like 3 songs.
Okay.
But like those 3 songs are just great pop songs.
Okay.
And it's like, why have I denied myself the pleasure of
This
pop?
truth of yours.
This truth of pop, you know? And it's not just obviously like Taylor Swift. It could be hip hop pop, right? Anything pop is kind of my jam. And it's not really Wu-Tang. Like I like Wu-Tang, but it's not like that's what really gets my rocks off, for lack of a better term.
I think there's plenty of better terms, buddy.
And it's just and it's also the idea of like, you can't like pop music. That's kind of corny, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm too old for that. I'm getting old, Ivan. I need to just enjoy life.
Some classical music, jazz. Ugh.
Yeah. So, there it is.
I'm glad you are comfortable enough to tell me this.
Thank you. And lastly, with music, actually not lastly, before we get into your stuff, Drake and J. Cole touring.
I think this is the death of rap as we know it.
Oh, God. If it isn't this time, when was it?
We've had many deaths in rap. This is the death in
This
rap.
is not bad, though.
Yeah, but it's like, all right. If this happened 5 years ago, it would have been amazing. Now it's still awesome, but it's late.
I don't think so. I think J. Cole is at his peak. Drake is obviously declining, but that's... I think my take is like, good for J. Cole.
Yeah. But it just feels like this clashes with J. Cole's values. Not that I'm a J. Colean in any way, but I felt like he's always kind of preached what Kendrick preaches in his way.
Mm-hmm.
And doing this is kind of like a little slimy, especially with how Drake is. Like, it's cool if they're buddies, but I mean, even if they're buddies, it feels a little weird. Just like it's cool if they respect each other for what they do, but being like buddy buddy, like who you hang around with, kind of says who you are, that sort of deal. And him doing this is like, J. Cole, are you about it?
I totally understand what you're saying, but for me, it's more like J. Cole deserves a lot of money,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I want that for him. And
I think
yes, it doesn't go with his morals, and
But I
yes,
think he's made a lot of money already.
give him that one big final check, and now he can finally like. He doesn't, because in rap you don't make a lot.
But he's already. I'm
That's what you
sure he's
don't-
like a millionaire already.
What's $1 million in this economy?
Plenty
They
for
can
me.
get you a house down the street, and this neighborhood is in Beverly Hills.
Well, if he wants to be in Beverly Hills, then he's truly lost it.
Okay, Ivan has gone full. I do not agree with you morally.
After $2 million, you are unethical as a person.
Give away all your money, damn it. No, okay. I can understand your take.
Thank you.
Can you understand my take?
No.
Okay. I
Yes.
saw the video for Big as the Wah, which is what's the name of the song Drake and J. Cole that they did? Number one song.
Ever. What's the name?
First person shooter.
Okay.
The video kind of makes me love Drake even more. God damn it.
That's how he gets you.
Because
I've left that toxic relationship.
just because I pointed it out last time.
That's all I needed.
He just knows that like as long as he's silly and self-deprecating.
But even that's like, it's like a PR company told him, look, this is how you get in.
I know.
You got to be self-deprecating and silly.
I know.
Like, well, if that's what I got to do.
I know. There's a part because in the song he goes like the final line of that song he's like one more hit and I'm bigger than Michael, something like that, right? Because he has as many.
Yeah.
And in the video he does the Michael dance like in front of like the whole city, and the whole city has a dog mask on. And they're like yeah, and it's just like so over the top. And his dance move is like just like Mike, and it's hilarious. And he's doing it. It's so like, it's a parody, you know.
Yeah.
It just works.
I understand.
But you don't agree.
Not one bit.
It's fine. In the last music news, actually 2 more. Sorry, Scary Hours 3 coming out tonight.
Tonight.
Oh,
wow.
he got excited, guys. Is he out of the toxic relationship?
That's something else, isn't it? That's a different dog on its own. I'll listen.
This is so he gave like a paragraph of like why he made this album. He's
Oh,
like,
jeez.
I know I was on a break, guys, but after the album came out, something happened.
Is this gonna be his thing? Like the
And wait, and then he's like, and honestly, this hasn't happened since. If you're reading this,
this better.
he's like, it's the same kind of feeling I had if you're reading this, and then he's like, who am I to stop my own?
Who am I to prevent greatness from being born out of my butt?
No, he's like, I just had to make this.
I had to let this one go. And he goes,
Yeah, that might be what it is, but we have to listen to it, Ivan.
maybe he just had indigestion, and that's what.
I know, right? The stomach issues.
Yeah,
Ivan, we have to give him one more chance.
I'll listen to it, but like, I thought we got over this rappers retiring thing like 5 years ago, and then coming back.
Ivan, it's a pure toxic relationship when you have to keep coming back. They say they're
This
gonna
is
change.
Elvis and Priscilla.
Why?
Remember when he's like kind of like
Oh.
mean to her, like see what happens when I leave
Yeah.
you, baby.
Yeah.
See what happens when I leave you, honey. Banana split.
I'm gonna be a baby. No, I'm gonna be a daddy.
I'm a big daddy. Big
La-
daddy.
Last one. And I don't know if I'm pretty sure you're gonna get pissed off on this too, but Andre 3000
Not pissed. You don't know me.
flute album.
I was pissed for a millisecond because it sounded like such a joke. I was like, all right, what's going on? But then like I heard him explaining it. I was like, okay, it seems like a serious artistic thing, not like a like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be like I don't even know. I can't say it's gonna be good. Like, oh yeah, I love myself.
Did you see any interviews with that?
No, I
He
just
said
read the release or
he
whatever.
said the first song is literally titled "I know I meant to do a rap album, but this is what."
Yeah.
So like that's what convinced me. I was like, okay, I'll listen to this.
Yeah.
It'll probably be album of the year.
It can't be.
Why not?
You don't know what flute is.
Why not?
That's the thing with me. I'm like, I hope this is. This is kind of like what I want Kendrick to do.
Flute.
Not flute, but like do a Latin record. Do like
Right.
a salsa album for me.
I mean, this is in line with my ideology of having fun.
It is.
It just I can't be mad when someone's fun is different than my fun.
They're like, this is what I like.
This
Fine, I'll
isn't what I
listen to-
meant by fun. This is fun for you, not for me.
Oh man.
It'll probably be good. Like I'm imagining he's been doing flute for years and years, and he's actually pretty good.
Well, I've seen like things of like him fluting in front of like grocery stores.
He's good.
I actually never
Imagine
listened
it's
to
so
it.
horrible. It's like,
It's gonna be like Ron Burgundy.
oh, just like fake, sort of.
He's like, this is for the ladies.
Maybe he's ghost writing it, and then there's like a real flutist in the back. All he's doing is just like sitting in the corner eating Cheez-Its. Like that sounds good. Continue
Do it.
playing Pokemon.
Yep.
That's what it is.
I don't know. I'll listen to it, but I'm not excited for it. I'm excited to just be like, this is interesting, but not like I gotta listen to it.
Generally, I've been more into ambient, sort of just
You're like,
classical.
It just so happens I love myself some flute.
But this is closer to what I've been listening to than if he made a rap album. I still want a rap album, but I'll probably enjoy it.
I like his. He said like, I just don't feel authentic to make rap right now.
He said like, what am I gonna rap about? Colonoscopy or something? And I think that's where Drake's heading. Like, I think he's getting past the age where he should be. I'm not saying retire, but I think he should just find another medium where it's still. Well, he's a kid. He's just a kid.
He is a kid, Ivan. He's a kid. He doesn't know better. Let him live his dog days.
I thought the dog days were over.
The dog days are over. The dog days are done. Ivan, what have you watched?
Still watching Whose Line.
Okay.
Pretty much mastered improv just from like absorbing.
You guys can hire him. He's blah 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 Torrell way.
Yes. I think I'll take a break because it's a lot. Still watching Venture Bros. Still good. And I'm just like picking at different shows. I haven't really committed to like a show. I think I'm gonna rewatch Mad Men soon. It's been a bit.
What's that show? I never heard of it.
It's a low key sleeper hit.
Oh.
I think it won some Emmys.
I've been missing Succession.
I'm gonna wait a while to watch that, just because that was like, that filled me up, and that was such a like, perfectly tuned show to what I wanted.
So good.
I just want to sit on it.
I just think about the characters and I'm like, I miss these guys. That's why I want to watch the show. I just miss these guys, and I miss New York.
You should watch Veep. It's similar.
Okay.
It's more comedy, but same stakes, I feel.
Well, I miss these guys, and even if I wanted to watch it, I can't right now. I don't have time.
Oh,
Pop Bear.
Papa Bear.
What else have you watched?
No.
Yeah, I think that is it. I have one last thing, and I think it might be from our boy, the great Adam Driver. He was doing a QA for Ferrari. A reporter had the goal to ask him, what do you think about these scenes that, in my opinion, are a little cheesy? His response, fuck you, I don't know.
That's he's a good one.
'Kay.
I think that's like I think reporters are pretty poopy journalists. Like what's your deal? You're not real.
You're not an artist.
Yeah. Come on.
Only we can critique films.
Exactly.
Fincher, Ivan, you tell him.
Hire me.
Please. I need a job. Ivan, any party words for the beautiful people? Any last things?
No, I think
Next week's film is Fantastic Mr. Fox. Tune in for that for Thanksgiving special. What do the turkeys do? What's the noise they do?
gobble gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Peace out. Next week. Bye.
Bye.